All right, y'all. Well, looky what I got going. So I got some cast iron that has sat outside, and it's more than a little pitted. Believe it or not, this really ain't that old. I'll put that in that 5-gallon bucket there. This one's probably older than that one, 9 times out of 10. But somebody wanted a video on how to season cast iron, so I said I would do that. I ain't made up my mind which channel I'm gonna put it on now. So what I'm gonna do first, and you can clean these beforehand, but I have found he really just wasting your time, because you still gotta let it soak. Even if you scrub this with whatever, you still gotta let it soak. And vinegar. Now this vinegar I have, this is 45%. Now I got this on Amazon for 20 bucks or 25 bucks or something. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna pour about that much. Your regular vinegar in a grocery store is 5% alcohol. 5% vinegar, and the rest of it's water. So when you're buying it in the store, you're buying 95% water. So take that and do what you will with it. That's why vinegar is so cheap. So I buy this and then dilute it, and I also use it as weed killer, a natural weed killer and stuff like that. Because if you didn't know, if you take that strong vinegar and you mix, that stuff's strong too, and mix it about, it tell you how much to mix out, but I mix my stuff stronger anyway. But I say mix about half and half of water, put some regular table salt, some iodinized salt in there. It makes a real good weed killer. When you spray it on that stuff, it don't take long. Yeah, that stuff will be, whatever you got around there, be dead. So I just turn the hose on, and I'm gonna fill this bucket all the way to the top with water. It's just regular hose water, nothing special. And we're gonna let this soak. And like I said, this is why I really don't clean mine beforehand, because you can do all that cleaning and stuff. You're not about to eat off of it right now anyway. You might as well just put it in here with all the dirt and everything on it, because after that, then you're going to take your Brillo pad or your SOS pad. Now get the ones with the soap, not just the straight steel wool. You want the ones with the soap, because you want to try to get everything off of these things when you get through soaking it. But this is part one. I will come back after they have soaked, and I'll come back with my Brillo and show y'all what we got. All right, so stay with me. All right, y'all, so this is what we got after we've been soaking. So that's how you know that your stuff is working. I gotta put some water in that container there. All right, but yeah, this is what we got. So, and let me say this right quick. If y'all don't remember how it looked when I put it in there, now that might not look too hot, but trust me, it's better than it would. Alright, so we got some more stuff going down in there. So you can use your vinegar water more than one time. You ain't got to just use that one time. Let me cut this water off. Can't be wasting no water now. And I'm gonna tell you right now, don't let that vinegar sit on you too long either. It'll take all your skin off your hand. I promise you. This 40% vinegar ain't no joke. Rinse that off. All right. Now, what you want to do is get you some Brillo pads, one with the soap in them. It don't matter what brand. That's why I got Walmart brand, because it don't matter. And get wet. And then you want to take this steel wool and scour these suckers down. See, hopefully I can stand that up and y'all can still see. Oh yeah. Now, dip that in there. But y'all can start to see how you getting that silver. See how you can see that silver down in there starting to. So just work on this till you get that sucker silver just about everywhere, even on the outside. See how you can see that them suds turn orange on you. But it ain't gotta be just perfectly spick and span. But the better job you do now, the better your seasoning will take. But you can see how you're starting to see the silver on that too. Alright, so scrub your stuff real good. And then once we get it all scrubbed up, I'm gonna come back. Alright, y'all, so wait a minute. Show y'all. So this is what we got. It ain't perfect, but it's a lot better than what it was. You can actually read the thing on there, say Old Mountain. So that's that one. That's that one. All right. So next step, we're gonna put these in the oven. Put them in the oven. You ain't gotta turn the oven up high. I usually put mine on about 300. Put them on 300, and what you're trying to do is basically dry them out completely. All this water gotta be off of it before you start. Don't put no oil on it. Don't put nothing on it. You gotta dry all this water off of it. And the best way to do that is you just heat it up. So take your pans, go put them in the oven. I'll meet y'all back after these have dried out completely. All right, y'all. So I know these ain't the same pieces of iron that I had as a nerd. This and that. But we had the same process. So I scrubbed them. And as you can see, they got a little water in them. So you got to get all that water out of it. So I got my oven on. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to set these in the oven naked. Now I got my oven on 350. You don't have to put it on 350. You can put it on 200. That's the lowest I would go. But I did want to show you this. This is the one I was washing before. This one actually came out a little better, but it's still not done. So I kind of jumped ahead and got the oil in those. Hold on one second. So this is probably the third trip in the oven for these. Y'all don't mind my stove, but I need to wash it. Anyway, but this is probably the third, and the seasoning ain't the prettiest yet, but you can see it's getting black and it's shiny, but it's not all the way done yet. It's still got a little ways to go. So what you want to do is, come on now, get you some paper towel. And then once you get you some paper towel, now the oil that I use flax oil. You technically can use whatever oil you want to use. I just squirt a little on there. And I take my paper towel and I smooth the oil all over. Now this is easier with two hands because as you can see, this is moving. But and flip it over. I put a little on this side. You want to rub oil all over it. Every little spot. Even the handle. Make sure you get the handle. And you can just rub this on with your hand if you want. But I tend to just do it with a paper towel. And like I said, this little skillet here seems to be coming out the best out of all. But you do have to do this a few times, so that you can see what I'm doing. And then after you do that, you just want to put them in the oven. Leave them there. I'm going to put these upside down. I usually do 2 times with them right side up. And then 2 times with them upside down. So while those are in there with the oil on them, the other ones are down there drying up. And what we're going to do is when the other ones get completely dry, it's only going to take a few minutes. When the other ones get completely dry, we will we'll come back and rub them down with oil, just like that. So what I'm going to do is, I'm going to let those dry, rub the other ones down with oil, and I'm going to come back after the first seasoning so y'all can see what it look like on those bottom ones the first go round. So I know my lighting ain't the best in this kitchen, but final, look at here. This is a doggone Wagner well. I had completely forgotten that it was a Wagner well, but what made me notice is that this took seasoning really, really well. Granted, this is, I think this is Birmingham Stove Company. I think that's what this is. A lot of times when it's not marked, and it say patent pending, and it's usually Birmingham Stove Company. But that Griswold took seasoning so good. But I ain't gonna lie, this took seasoning good too. Look how pretty and shiny it is. And it's not sticky at all. That's from that flax. If you use flax oil, you're not gonna get that stickiness. Now, is this perfectly seasoned? Not really, not to my liking. I would like it a little bit blacker and a little bit more even. Can you tell that that's not super even? But I would like it just a little bit blacker. But that's the finished product, y'all, and how to season this cast iron. If you got any questions, leave them in the comment section. Till next time, see you guys later.